So this is Double A. I'm just kind of seeing what this video shit's like. I want to try to get some video so I can have some of my crazy friends come over and talk about some wild shit. This quality is horrible, man. This is just like the free program that's already on the damn laptop, and it's an old laptop. I'm not a technology person. But I'm seeing how this works, and I don't know how long it'll record. Because if it doesn't record, if it only records up to like 8 minutes, and that's just not going to work. I think I'm going to try to get something a little better anyway. But, so I got to keep fucking talking to see how long this shit's going to last. What did I do today? I'm watching the original Alien movie right now over there. Well, I put it on mute to try to test this out. And I'm not sure how much I like looking at my fucking face. But so if this if this will record for a while, I can have a guest on. And I can move from there and try to find something better. Because the quality on this is pretty bad. Maybe I can do something to it before I post it. Because it's like shit's moving around back there, man. But so Kanga's kind of being annoying. You know how cats are. Whatever you're in the middle of doing, they want to jump right into it with you, and you're like, cat. Every time I fucking do something, you're right there, And when I walk, man, I'll walk to the next room, and the cat would just run through like it wants me to step on it. This cat wants to get stepped on, and so yeah, there's that, and it's cats are a funny thing. It's still I like cats as opposed to dogs because dogs are so in your way more than that. They jump up on you and slobber on you. I fucking hate dogs. I hate when you go to someone's house and it's like I don't hate all dogs. I hate uh, how some of them act. But I hate when you go to someone's house. Maybe they even invite you over. You're walking in the door and they got this giant monster of a fucking dog, and it runs up and gets on its hind legs and starts pawing at you and shit. It's like, dude, you invited me over here. You could put the dog in another room or what? It's not my fucking dog. I don't like fucking, they slobber on you and shit. I didn't come over here for that. So there's that shit like that. But, yeah, this is why I'm just chilling here, passing time. Um, Seeing how this video works. I don't really have nothing to talk about. I'm just trying to see how long it will record, and rather than just walk out of the room and wait and fucking go check on it, I thought I'd sit here. I gotta tell how my voice sounds. I don't know if I'm too far away, too close. I don't know where the right spot to be is. Uh, I'll just see what happens, and I don't know if I can audit the edit. I don't know if I can edit the audio with this. If I'll be able to put this in fucking Audacity. Probably. It'll probably be MP4. Yeah, so I'll be able to mess with it. Otherwise, I'm gonna sound terrible, on here. You'll go to listen to it, and it'll be all screechy and ear piercing and whatever. Or you won't be able to hear me at all because I'm being too quiet, like one of those. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be well, fuck it, I'll find out, I guess, right? I'll find out. If it's not that good, I'll fix it up. But yeah, I'm day off of work, man. Went out in the yard with a machete because I didn't do anything to my yard. Mind you, I live in the city. I got a tiny little yard, and it's right next to people. But I didn't do anything in my yard this year. It was a jungle. There's like little fucking tree things coming up, and it's all vines. There's no more grass. I let my yard become a jungle, man. It's actually really cool. I just don't think the neighbors think it's cool. Kind of. So anyway, I went out there and chopped all the major shit down with a machete. And then I guess that's my new project is to like I'm gonna rototill the whole yard, plant grass. I'm gonna teach myself how. It's probably not that hard, and start taking care of shit. You know, feel pride in my yard. The jungle's really cool though. It looks really fucking cool, man. And my neighbors, dude, oh my god. Dude, they got this fucking like a crotch rocket or something stupid. Look how cool I am kind of bike. And they're just right out there on the sidewalk revving it. And it's like every day. You know, I was getting off work and I walked up and he was doing that and I'm like, yeah, man, that's not fucking annoying. Jesus Christ. I said that right to his face. Stopped for like a day. So anyway, that's disrespectful and it's obnoxious. You want a motorcycle, that's fine, but just sitting there revving it, like go somewhere and sit there and rev it. Like you should know what it sounds like by now, man. You forget. You're trying to see, oh, you know, how's this engine doing today? Oh, I forgot what it sounded like. It's like, no, you're a douchebag, and you're not impressing your neighbors because we hate it. And so I told him that, and it's like, I don't know, man. They're like my least favorite neighbors I've ever had. I've had a lot of cool neighbors. Um, those guys, Animal G Bong with the Hero of the Day broadcast was saying his current neighbors are his favorite. Like they cook him fucking food and shit. So my current neighbors are my least favorite. My least favorite of all. They suck. They're disrespectful. And there's not much I can do about it. What do you want me to do? Beat them up? It's like they got like kids and shit. I already fucking cussed them out and yelled at them about the bike. I don't know what my options are after there. Don't know how hardcore I want to get about it. Maybe I say something again in that same manner that'll send a message. Or maybe they'll just stop. They'll get bored of the damn bike. Like, maybe they'll get bored of the bike and they'll stop. Hell, maybe they'll wreck it. And I won't ever hear of them again. You know, one of the better options, probably. So I just launched this Crown of Thoughts, and all it was I was swimming. I call it swimming when you got too much on your mind and you don't know where to begin, and you freeze up, and you're just like done, and you're not taking care of shit because you're swimming. So I was like, man, people write journals and stuff for this reason to kind of like help, you know what I mean? But I can't write that fast. I try to write a journal. I might have like one sentence, and my mind will have been like in other fucking galaxies and shit by that point. And I'll never be able to keep track of what I'm thinking. It's just not going to work like that. So I had this laptop. I bought it off some dude. Fucking that was over. It was like dirt cheap. Just has an issue where the battery runs low quick. It's not the newest fucking computer. Like I don't know that much about that stuff. Not anymore. Kind of removed myself from a lot of things. And but now I'm learning. I'm catching up with this shit quickly. What was I saying? So like instead of writing a journal, I'm like I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record myself talking, play it back to myself, and see what I said, and maybe I figured something out. You know. And so I did, and did the first episode, ruminating thoughts. I just turned the fucker on, and just laid out a bunch of thoughts I was having, and I was done. And I'm like, I'm not playing that for anyone. I don't want people hearing about that stuff. You know, I'm just gonna make myself a journal here to help me out, help me get my head on. Well, it's helped me keep my head on straight. I'm doing pretty damn good, but that's one problem I have: the swimming. And then I was like, well, I wanted to like the second episode had like a couple. I named like a couple of my friends, things we were getting ready to do and shit, and I wanted them to hear it. So I like tried to email them that. And then I did the thing with the music, and there's a lot of people, that I've known from doing the music, so I sent them that stuff, but it was in a zip file, MP3, and they were like, I don't fucking want to open this. Like, whatever, man, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, well, I guess, what's the easiest thing I can do so that people, so they don't have to keep fucking giving this out to people and bugging them and annoying them. And I'm like, well, I'll put it on YouTube. And then you can listen to it if you want. You don't have to. You know. That way I feel comfortable saying anything. Because if you don't like what I'm saying, there's like a pretty good option for you to take. And that's just to not listen to it. Kanga's trying to jump up here on my lap. And stuff like that. And so I was featured on Animal G-Bone's Hero of the Day broadcast a number of times now. He's down the street. He has like a political broadcast, basically. And I go over there and I'll give my 2 cents. And it was fucking awesome, man. Really awesome, really fun. And the way he has it, actually, you can like read people's comments as they comment on it. So you can talk back to them. It's live. It's live, I guess, is what I'm getting at. And that was really cool. A lot of our old friends we grew up partying with and stuff were actually watching it, and we interacted with them. It was so cool. And yeah, so we talked about a lot of crazy shit, and we broke it. We took a break there on the first one. I could barely talk on that one. I was like, God, I was in one of them moods where I was just like, I could barely speak. And then like it was like I was doing a podcast for the first time. So the whole point of that is just to speak, which is the one thing I couldn't do. But I managed. I held on pretty good. I actually, because he talks pretty fast. He can go off and shit. So I was like accenting the conversation with smaller shit. It was actually pretty good. We broke it. We took a break. I mean, had a beer, whatnot. Came back and did like another half hour. And that was really cool, man. It was like Facebook Live or something. And I was trying to figure out how to extract the data from it to archive it and keep it for myself to watch whenever. And I honestly don't know how. Like, I tried I literally recorded it off. I ran my phone through speakers, recorded the sound from the speakers onto the Audacity. Tried it. Well, I got a new recipe that might work better now, like a 5-step recipe for the special effects on the audio. That way, it all sounds the same, and it's actually a pretty good recipe. It's not like it's special effects, but it's more like to hear your voice more clear. It's not like some singer putting reverb and echoes and shit. It's not like that. But so I was trying to do that with that, and I told him, I'm like, dude, um, I have to figure something out. I'll try to think about this. I'll be your tech guy, and I'll try to figure it out. So half of this is me trying to figure that stuff out too. So it's like the mental journal. Also, like, how do you do this? And he has a pretty good show, and I want to get it hooked up to where it could be like on YouTube and shit. So that's what I'm doing here to try to figure that out for him. Really good show. And then he had me on again. It was just like a 40-minute. Like the first one, it was like an hour and a half. We took a break, and then it was like a half hour. And the second one was like 40 minutes. Real good. I was in a more talkative mood. And we just went through a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It was really fun, really cool. And he's done with a couple other of our friends. He's had them on. And it's pretty cool. He has a lot of it's just him. And he'll go off for like 2.5 hours, talking about conspiracy. I don't mean derogatory, like a conspiracy theory is a theory about people that are conspiring. Like the term alone doesn't mean it's not true. I like how they try to basically like sabotage the word in of itself, the phrase. But he does that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool, and I had fun over there. And I'll swing up there sometimes if I smell his grill. He'll have meat and he'll play music, and if I hear that, I'm like, all right, go up, have a beer with him. So there's that. I want to get working on that too. And I don't know if I can salvage the old episodes. Maybe I'll try that new audio. So what else? What else can I talk about, man? This is the first video I've done. Just lounging around the house, bored. Not bored, really. Working on this. Was watching Alien, the first one. It's still there. It's on mute, like I've seen it before. Not too much going on. I didn't have any plans today. It's one of them chill days. No real plans for the evening, nothing like that. I'm tired. I just kind of want to be left to myself for today. So I'm pretty much, there ain't nothing I'm going to be getting into. It's probably going to be just watching movies and, bullshitting and goofing off. And stuff like that, man. Stuff like that. So, yeah. So this is some news here. I made like, I guess the mental journal thing became a podcast or whatever you want to call it. For me, it was more of like just a little show. I don't know the exact definition of the term podcast. That's why I'm clarifying. And I was just, because a couple times I did stop the recording and start it again. It was just audio. And so I think a podcast, you're just supposed to be raw. You're supposed to say what you say and you don't edit it. So if you do something stupid or if you freeze up and can't think of anything to say, you're just sitting there for 2 minutes staring at the fucking screen. I think considered a podcast. What I don't know what else. It's probably all. Fuck these terms. So I did a couple episodes of some stuff that was on my mind. The the first two was just random stuff on my mind, and then I did the third one based off a short story I wrote, basically about a dude with a hangover. You know, a little more than that, but and then I just started talking afterwards. That one was pretty cool. I really liked that one. And then I'm doing this like joke documentary of myself because I've done a lot of music in my life, and no one knows who the fuck I am. It's not like any of that music really did anything. I just like music. So I'm like, fuck that, man. You don't have to be famous to have like a VH1 behind the music, as long as the stories kick ass. So I did. I was gonna do it in one episode. It was VH1. I called it VH1 behind the music with double A. I was gonna do it all in one, and after doing like an hour of it, I'm like, dude, this is just gonna take. There's no way I'm doing this. It's gonna take way too long. So I did it in two parts. All that to say, in the second part, it was like I had various phases of music: punk rock band, a hardcore band, you know, some goofing off with the recordings, you know, some early stages and stuff like that. And then I hit like a point where I was like comfortable with a certain style, and I met up with these motherfuckers on MySpace, pen pal rappers, and we did. Anyway, one of them was this dude Cynikill, and I shared my podcast channel or whatever with him, and I was saying like I was talking about that shit. I was like I made like a documentary about myself, and that stuff's included and stuff. And he was, I don't even know if he answered with a sentence. He just threw me a beat, said about this big mixtape thing that's like 6 hours long, and like I still have to read the rest of it, but apparently he's still doing this shit. I haven't done it in like 10 years, man. I've been doing my thing in life. I just saw like a pattern off the video, man. That was weird, man. Yeah, smoke another one, pal. Um, but I'm gonna do a song, man. I haven't done a song, a rap song in like 10 years. And I really had fun with that shit. The only part I didn't like was when you were supposed to tell people about it. Listen to my shit, man. Check this out. Check blah, 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 blah. I didn't like that. I just liked making the songs, and my favorite part of it was making the songs like that over the internet, like sending shit around. It's pretty cool. And so I guess I'm gonna do that again, like another song. So that should be cool. Um, that's just kind of weird, man. It is. It's just kind of weird. I didn't even really making that episode. I didn't think of. I really felt like doing something like that. And then I'm like, you know what? It's just a song, man. Why not? See what happens. This time, if you do a bunch of songs, double A, on other people's mixtapes, keep them so you have a mixtape. That was a big thing I regretted when I was doing that because I didn't get the concept down and I didn't know. I thought I was doing a song for someone else's album, and it was like nobody cared. Like just whatever song you're on, you can put on your thing. I don't know what I was thinking. It's all fucking free anyway. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll do this a lot or I'm gonna do the one track. You know, even if it fucking sucks, I'm gonna do it. So there's that. Not sure, man, what else to say. I'm just trying to see how long this video will last, and it looks like it's gonna do the trick. very bad quality. I see a lot of flickering in there in the background. You know, when you were at a party and you got way too drunk, maybe because you're just having fun and you're talking to the people, not noticing, and you keep grabbing another one. You go to take a piss and you're looking at the wall and it's fucking doing that. That's what that looks like to me. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I cleaned it up or something, or it don't look like that when you're done recording. I don't know what to say about it. This is, so if this works, if I can make this video here and it works, and I can post it up, then I can begin having special guests like my friends come over and do this. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be better if I order like a legitimate camera, not too expensive, but good enough to where there's not flickering in the background. But I learned in life, just go as you go. If you try to do everything perfect at once, you won't do it. You'll be swimming. Right? You'll be swimming, man. So it's almost a half hour here. I'm gonna just fucking bullshit till it at least hits a half hour and see what happens. I still won't know what the max amount of time allotted for the footage will be, but I at least know I could do a half hour with someone chilling. I got some people in mind that I'd like to see come over here, but I know some fucking interesting people. I really do. I like a lot of people I know. I'm like, someone got a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is a cool motherfucker, man. Like, I like, everyone comes from some different way. They all got different fucking shit to say. And, I like to hear it. I like to hear where they're coming from, unless they're being a fucking dickhead, judging me and shit. And I really don't want to hear that. What you gotta say? Not really that important to me at that point. Obviously, though, you guys know that without me saying that. And so that's what it is, man. I have 3 days off work now. I got this different schedule. My second shift, 3 to 11, schedule was 5 days a week, 8 hours. Fair enough. But then this past year, we had a lot of trouble hiring people, so I'm taking 12-hour shifts in there, thrown into them 5 days to cover some stuff so we can put some fucking product out and make money. It's for the money. Music's for the music, work's for the money. Keep those fucking things separate. So it was like a 3 to 11, and yeah, but it ended up being so much. And then on the weekends, first they offered double time for the weekends, so I'm like, I'm gonna work all of it. I'm gonna work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So like I'm just gonna collect that double time I've only seen with like Thanksgiving and stupid shit like that. I don't know why I said stupid, but that's the only type of thing I've seen it for, man. It's not a standard thing to offer. And I think they were trying to be nice because they knew we were all stressed out from all the work. But anyway, so I was on second shift, and at this period of time, I worked like 27 days in a row. And I'm like, I went into the office. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm really tired. Because after I volunteered for a bunch, they started having to force us. And I was just like at my wit's end with this working that long, that many days. He's like, well, I got this new shift you can take. So I did. Now I'll work Monday, Tuesday, have off Wednesday, Thursday. I'll work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I'll have off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, and have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they're all 12-hour shifts, but it's like I only work 15 days a month. So here I am sitting around bullshitting, using up time. I actually have time now to use up. Work in the yard, hook up this computer thing and see if it works. I don't know, make that YouTube page up, do stuff. Like I just recently, I don't know why. I guess it started with the journal thing, actually it started with the Hero of the Day broadcast, Animal G-Bomb down the street. That he was doing that. He invited me over to be featured on it, and I was like, dude, this is cool. And I used to do all kinds of like recording and editing and all kinds of stuff like that. And so I told him I'm going to get this stuff figured out so we can archive it because he had it on Facebook Live. And I don't know how to archive that. And yeah, that's how this all started. But I've been really excited getting into it, man. Like back into it, man. Fucking around with programs on the computer, trying to create stuff. I always like creating stuff. I always draw pictures as a kid, and I would try to write short stories, but they'd be like a one-page story with like my high schooler handwriting, so it wasn't that much. But I'd hand them out to kids in the class, and they'd read them, and it was always like a horror story. And so the one girl told me, she's like, I'm gonna make you write like a decent story, and she gave me the topic and everything, so I wouldn't, because I had anyway. And the topic was a little boy in his red wagon. And I write this story, and at the end of the story, the boy's feet are sticking out of the wagon, blood dripping down it, and all this stuff like that. So that was awesome. High school was crazy. High school was crazy. It wasn't that crazy. It was just really cool. I mean, I enjoyed it. Everyone, when they're in high school, they're like, this sucks. I can't wait to get out. Yeah, you can. You can wait to get out. And I've learned, like, you got to appreciate, like, every point of life you're in. You're going to look back at that and be like, damn, I wish I would have appreciated that more at that time. So high school, as much as you would want to complain, that was like the environment, man. It was like fun, really. You had to do schoolwork, though. But you had all these friends. Effortlessly, you just had friends everywhere. You just talked to each other. When you get older, it's not so easy. You got to kind of keep the ones you've had, you know, 'cause, I'm really loyal, I would say, to my friends and stuff. And then make new ones. So, but in school, that's all it was, goofing off. I had this cheat sheet for, we had these spelling tests, and my one buddy would take all the words spelled properly and shrink them down so you could have it like this and print them out. And the teacher seen mine. She took my test. She's like, you're getting a 0. I'm like, oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll get it. And how hard is a spelling test anyway? That I had to do that. Me and this kid would eat cinnamon Altoids, and we'd do competitions. So we got to where we would eat an entire container. We'd put an entire container of cinnamon Altoids in our mouth at once, and just deal with it. Fucking weird thing to do, man. So yeah, I mean, high school was really cool. Really cool time. All the periods of time when you look back at them, they're just really cool, man. Like I remember collecting Ninja Turtle action figures. That was really cool, man. I almost felt some kind of way about it when it's like, by instinct, I stopped finding playing with the Ninja Turtle action figures entertaining. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I guess I'm getting older. I don't actually want to play with the Ninja Turtles. Of course, then it was X-Men, which is a little more, X-Men's a little more involved. Like the story and the characters aren't necessarily good or bad people. That are just, well, the Ninja Turtle comic books, that's a little different though. But Yeah, X-Men was really cool. There was a lot of psychology involved in X-Men too. And I had shoe boxes of X-Men comic books. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, man. And that was about it. I had X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force, anything related, Wolverine, Gambit. But I didn't really have other comics, though. Except, I had the Max. I don't know if anyone knows what the hell the Max is. Maxx. The Max. And I had those comics. And it's a cartoon, and I don't know if it was in episodes, but it's compiled into one movie. I don't know where you find it or download it or do whatever with it, but that's really cool. Watch it, man. The Max, Maxx. I really liked that. I was obsessed with that for a while. I bought like toys like still in the fucking package off of eBay and watched the prices climb of what they were worth. Dork shit, you know. But I did that. It was a pretty dorky, man. I did a lot of, or nerdy, I guess you'd say, or whatever, man. I did a lot of that stuff. The comic books, the video games. I guess everyone does that shit. Whatever. I used to rollerblade. So there's that. I used to rollerblade to get around the neighborhood and then switch shoes when I got to someone's house. And that was the thing. But I hung out with skaters growing up. DHC skaters, man. And they were always, waxing up the curbs and skateboarding all over the place, falling, getting right back up, smashing their knees on the sidewalk, crazy shit. That was cool. That was really cool. Them guys, I hung out with them like forever. I still talk to them actually. They were called the DHC, and we kind of called ourselves the DHC, the Dover Head Crew. Kind of still do. So that's really cool, man. And I don't know. It's been like 37 minutes, and I don't know how long it will record for. If it's like got a limit, maybe I just look it up online, and I'll see. I'm gonna stop it and see what the quality is, if I can tweak it or what, or if this was just a really fucking boring episode and I think no one would want to watch it. I don't even have a name for it. I'm actually just sitting here bullshitting, trying to figure out this quality. Crown of Thorns. I keep saying that like every time. I just made the name. It's not. It has to grow on me for a while. I know I made it up, but it's still one of them things. Anyway. Crown of Thoughts. This is Crown of Thoughts with your host Double A. Goodbye.